Coming up next, Edward Norton and Edward Furlong star in the controversial American History X.
See this? That means not welcome.
Directions I wrote in a paper.
Mein Kampf? I shall expel you.
Go ahead.
Edward Furlong plays a high school student and junior skinhead who gets in trouble for praising Adolf Hitler in that early scene from American History X, which tells the story of how that kid follows his older brother, played by Edward Norton, into a skinhead gang in the Venice Beach area of Los Angeles. The present is shown in color in the film. The flashbacks are in black and white, but this isn't Pleasantville. You can see that in this scene where a playground war leads to some black kids trying to steal Norton's car. He kills 2 of them and is arrested.
Put your hands behind your head!
The older brother goes to prison where at first he links up with the white power faction, but his views begin to change after they punish him with a brutal rape. He gets a visit from his former high school teacher, played by Avery Brooks.
You have to ask the right question.
Like what?
Has anything you've done made your life better?
Out of prison, the older brother wants to close the book on the skinhead chapter of his life, but his kid brother is still very much a gang member, and the local cops and high school authorities still see him as influential in the skinhead scene.
I mean, do you know what you're asking me to do? Do you really know?
Yes, I'm asking you to do whatever's in your power to do.
American History X is a powerful and ambitious movie that contains strong performances and compelling individual scenes, but it somehow never achieves takeoff speed. Too many scenes have to function as band-aids for the plot. It's a good movie, always interesting, often provocative, and I give it credit for an intelligent and uncompromising approach to the problem of race hate in America. I'm recommending it, but it has the potential to be great, and I don't think it quite achieves it.
Well, I think it does, and I think the key scene in how he became a skinhead is that dinner table scene where the father rails against affirmative action. So we see it that hate, as the phrase goes, you have to be carefully taught.
Yeah, but that's the very scene that I'm objecting to, because that appears to be the first time the father has ever mentioned that to the son. The son doesn't know his father thinks like that until the father brings it up. And this comes apparently only days or weeks before the father's death. It's not as if he has been raised for 17 years like that, so the scene reads like it was written because they felt they needed some quick explanation.
Well, I think we also can see the camaraderie of the beach scene and belonging, and this is a kid who's lost. He doesn't have 2 parents in his house, wearing a badge, even if it is a swastika or whatever. A sense of belonging. I mean, I think there's another terrific performance, of course, by Edward Norton in the film. I mean,
he's very good. If there's one imbalance in the film, is that Edward Norton is so effective in the rhetoric that he uses to support the white supremacist point of view.
Right.
And the other points of view in the movie are all kind of ineffectual or soft or nerdy or never really made very well. I mean, actually, when you look at this movie, it's the racist stuff that comes across most strongly.
Except by the end of the film, I think it is very, very clear. I mean, it's been building to a very logical conclusion, so that I think the film is actually a very powerful document, and there's real tension in this picture.
There are individual scenes that are first rate. I just don't think it was all quite pulled together.